Hi, today we're going to be talking about how to approach social media, and you don't have to tiptoe up to it. Once you know these 10 things, you'll be fine with social media. Here's the first thing. Social media is, guess what? Social. It's all about interaction. It's not about broadcasting, okay? This means you should be having conversations, not just blasting out your own promotions all the time. In fact, you know what? Don't do that at all. The highest value you can provide in social media is to help people. So your conversation should be about that, and there are two important ways to create quality content. The first is they ask, so you answer, and the second one is what I call insourcing your content, okay? They ask, you answer, that's easy. You answer the problems of your ideal audience. But for insourcing, what you need to do is have an increased focus on the people and personalities behind your brand. Think about how you can use videos and stories and images to connect with your audience with the human side inside your business. Maybe, and dare I say it, even the vulnerable side of your business. Okay, number 2, you cannot outsource a relationship. Think about it. Be careful if you are considering outsourcing your social media marketing, because actually you cannot delegate personal connections. And that's what social media is all about. Now, if you want help with social media, then you can think about having somebody else schedule your content type posts. But you need to deal with the replies yourself, because somebody else will never do it exactly the way that you would. Number 3, it's not magic. I'm a social media fan, but it won't fix all of your problems overnight. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. You have to give it time, and you have to have sustained effort, okay? We're talking months here, not days. Number 4, pick your channels. You don't have to be on all social media platforms, because there are hundreds of them. But start where your customers are and where you're going to have the most fun, because it's got to be good for you as well. So it'll be easier for you and more effective in marketing terms. Now, look, the younger generations, they're leading the charge. Mind you, they're all younger generations than me now. But millennials are the quickest adapters of things like chatbot-based customer experiences. According to HuffPost, 60% of the millennial population already use chatbots, and 71% are saying that they'd like to try using one. More and more brands are strengthening their online customer service practices, and they're even moving to new platforms that might potentially offer them even more effective technology for customer service, like WhatsApp and Messenger. So these are the kind of things that you need to be thinking about, okay? And talking about WhatsApp for a second, I think a lot of marketers and business owners forget that they've got over 1 billion users. So here it is in 2019, we're seeing the rise of WhatsApp as a primary social customer service channel. The release of the WhatsApp Business API last year in August was and is a total game changer. If you've got customers, you need to be thinking about customer service and what people's expectations are. Because with this new API, WhatsApp enables businesses to respond to customers for free within 24 hours. So that shift means businesses are now incentivized to reply to customers faster, and it puts the focus firmly on improving customer experience, because your customers are going to expect it. Okay, number 5, just do one thing at a time. Don't think that you have to launch 3 different social channels all at once. Okay, just pick one, get used to that, and then add the next one. So Facebook's obviously the easiest place to start, because you're probably already using it on a personal level. Once you've got the hang of it, add in the rest that you want to go to, that your customers are going to be on, okay? Number 6 is to vary your posts. Don't just post one sort of thing on social media, mix it up with images and video and text, and sharing other people's links, and sharing your own stuff, and having conversations. It will generate much more engagement, and it's less boring for you as well. Now, the number 1 trend for 2019 is that in the moment content is going to win out over highly produced content. In other words, native content that you just do when you're sitting down, looking at May off camera. If she and I were sitting and talking about something and we videoed it and we were talking about something to do with marketing, that is far more likely to engage the people who saw it than if I went and spent $5,000 on getting some Ponzi marketing company to put an ad together for me. Stories are capturing the hearts and minds of audiences everywhere. Now, with mobile usage and even shorter attention spans of the younger folk, that is just going to keep driving the popularity of short-lived content in 2019. These millennials and Generation X's, they thrive on relationships with brands being authentic and meaningful, but it's only got to be about 3 seconds. Otherwise they get bored. Number 7, you can lead with social, but you know what? It doesn't work on its own. Social media is only part of your marketing toolkit. We recommend using social media and email together because it's a great combination, and in a way, it helps to connect the dots in your marketing efforts much better to make all of the marketing work better for you. However, you also need to think about connecting social media to everything else as well. So putting social media links on your website, business cards, and so on. Number 8, email is actually a social medium. An email marketing campaign is cost effective, and it gives you the power to reach customers in a place that most people will visit every day, which is called their inbox. Okay? People do business with people they know, like, and trust. Email gives you the opportunity to build credibility with your audience by sharing helpful and informative content. And when it's done right, email marketing lets you reach the right people with the right offer at the right time. So if you want to build strong customer relationships, it's important to have an effective tool to communicate with this very people who matter most to your business. So email gives you that chance. It gives you the ability to stay top of mind and to keep people engaged with your business. And there's another benefit of email marketing, in that it gives you the metrics that you need to see how your campaign emails are performing. And these insights help make your market smarter, and they also give you the advantage of better understanding the needs and interests of your customer base. You know what? People share emails and they forward them to friends. So encourage your readers to do just that with your emails. That extends the reach of your message. Number 9, keep learning. Okay? Social media is moving really fast. I'm reading about new things in social media all the time, and if you're active on social, you'll be picking these things up as well. For example, one trend that's moving really fast is that it's become very easy to get insights into all kinds of information about your customers. This has opened the door for lots more personalization, and then that has increased customer expectation for the same thing. So in other words, consumers are starting to actually expect that personalization. Content, products, emails, ads, they can all now be based on what the consumer's purchase history, click links, social media posts, and other behaviors happen to be. You know, basically there's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. And the good old method of throwing shit at the wall and hoping some of it sticks is no longer a good social media marketing strategy. Okay? Amazon and eBay, for example, they show products which are similar to the ones that you've bought before. That's personalization. Now, it's on you as a business to figure out what personalization looks like for your company, right? Now, as long as you are respectful of personal privacy, personalization is a really solid way for you and your marketing people to boost your performance in 2019. And the last one is that social media ads rule, okay? You can't afford to ignore social media ads anymore. A ton of businesses, large and small, are jumping on board for social media ads. Marketers increased social ad budgets by 32% in 2018 alone and produced more ads than ever. And this trend is increasing, okay? In fact, now 1 out of every 4 Facebook pages uses paid advertising as part of their strategy. And Facebook is like 25% of the total US digital marketing spend. Now, what's happening as this trend grows is it's becoming a lot more competitive to stand out, and it's becoming more expensive, okay? To counter this, your social teams should make sure that they pair the ad money that they've got with equal time in investment and creativity. In other words, they need to make whatever they're doing for you even more creative and more likely to be seen. Because you're not just going to be able to create any old ad and have it work, okay? That is gone. Now, if you've noticed, a lot of brands, like whether it's Spotify or Blenders Eyewear and many others, they are using creative social ads that are both personalized and entertaining, rather than just banner ads squeezed into a news feed. Okay? It's this brand awareness type ads that they are the ones that are really thriving. Now, even if you're selling your product, you can still do it in a way that doesn't feel intrusive to other types of authentic content in the news feed that you're doing. In other words, they're sympathetic. Now, in the final analysis, your content should feel like it's coming from your friends. That's pretty simple, isn't it? So, there you go. 10 tips about social media marketing. And if I, at 65, can learn all this stuff, oh, you can too. And if you want to have a successful business, you actually got no choice. So remember the old saying, the absence of alternatives sharpens the mind wonderfully. And guess what? You ain't got any alternatives, so start sharpening. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It'll help support the channel. And if there's anything that you would like for me to talk about, drop them in the comments. And please join our Facebook group. The link is in the description box below and I'll answer your questions there. And don't forget to hit that bell icon and be part of the notification squad to get notified every time we upload, because I respond to questions in the first hour. I will see you in the next video and I'll catch you later.